Hello and welcome to this week's guided reading with me, Becca Hanley, for the 22nd through to the 28th of November 2021. So folks, we had that big full moon last week and it was really encouraging us to step away and release anything that's holding us back. More and more the planets are really, and the universe are wanting to set us free from those limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs, limiting habits that we do that we think sustain us but are actually draining us, so that we can open up to things, whether it be positive thinking, whether it be more visioning, more dreaming, connecting with people that get us and fire us up. So big shifts again, and if it brought up some emotion for you or it felt a bit intense, then that's really normal around a full moon. But it's positive, it's all positive. So today, 22nd November, we're going into the sun sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a very worldly, kind of wonder-filled sign. So it's encouraging you to maybe have some adventures, take some risks, obviously not dangerous ones. It's encouraging us to be inspired. So maybe it's about taking yourself off to see an amazing film or some art or doing something that kind of really lifts your soul. Obviously, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, we're kind of going towards the wintry month. December is approaching. So, just be mindful of your energy again. But there's lots of positive energy around at the moment. And we have the moon in Cancer. So that's quite a sensitive sign, so it's quite an interesting dynamic there. We've kind of got this fiery sort of Sagittarius energy, but also the moon in Cancer. So be confident, but be careful not to sort of say too, over say something without thinking. Sorry, I can't even speak. And just be gentle with those around you. You can kind of be bold and have fun, but also be mindful of other people's feelings. Okay, so I am going to be using the Healing with the Fairies. I was talking to my friend about fairies at the weekend. A big believer myself. I'm going to spread the cards out. I'm going to do a 3-card reading as per the norm. Monday, Tuesday, and a card for Wednesday, Thursday going into Friday, and a card for the weekend. I'm just doing everything a little bit quick at the moment because I'm still having problems uploading my videos. So yeah, sorry if I'm a bit sort of on sort of super speed, but I just want to get the important bits out. Okay, so let's take a card for Monday. Okay, family harmony. So that's quite an interesting one, isn't it? I think, yeah, it's obviously been, again, an intense year for a lot of people. And I think a lot of people are sort of a bit tired, particularly if you're in the more kind of colder, wintry months in the Northern Hemisphere. So be gentle with each other. If you're experiencing sort of difficulties within your family dynamic, a really nice thing you can do is think about 3 things, make a list of 3 or 5 things that you, or even 4, what's wrong with 4, that you really value in that person, because thoughts are powerful, and when we're thinking sort of negative thoughts about someone, they do pick up on it invariably, and also it just keeps us low and feeling, looking at the negatives, and there's always something positive to focus on. So if you're struggling with someone in your family right now, maybe it's a nice thing to do is just focus on some of their good qualities, and that can really shift dynamics. I'm going to reach for the book and have a look and see what it says, because there's often some interesting little bits as well. There's an affirmation, and this is: I see the goodness within each member of my family. My family life is harmonious and filled with love and joy. So it's a nice affirmation, and it's not denying that things can be tricky within a family dynamic, but it's also knowing that at the heart of every relationship is the light, and that when we focus on the light and the positive aspects, it can be quite a healing thing. So it's also about having patience. It might be there's been some big healing shifts in your family, and it also encourages you to say blessing and prayers to anyone that's particularly difficult in your family, and your relationship will show immediate signs of improvement. I've just been listening to an amazing podcast with Fern Cotton, Her Happy Place, with Dave Grohl, the lead singer of Foo Fighters, and he's a big believer in sort of positive thinking and manifestation. So check it out if it calls you. All right, moving on to the next card. Middle of the week. Oh, lovely. Making new friends. So that's kind of tying in with this sort of Sagittarius openness and sort of new doors opening and just being open to the world around you. I think a lot of us have been very inward for quite some time. Obviously, we've been made to be inward on one aspect when we've had some big lockdowns, but the world's opening up at the moment for lots of us, and it is a time to sort of start maybe just connecting with other people and finding people on your wavelength, whether it means you're joining a new group, if you know, maybe a choir or an art group or an exercise group. But yeah, be open to good people coming into your life because they are there to support you and help you grow. And finally, the last card for Friday going into the weekend. Beautiful, very autumnal. Dreams coming true with all those lovely autumnal colours. So this is a really lovely message of wonderful things are manifesting for you. You know, whatever you put your attention to, it grows. And that works for the positive and the negative. So be really mindful in this powerful time that our thoughts are really magnified at the moment. And what we focus on and what we direct our energies to will often come into fruition. So focus on the things you want to bring into your life, whether it's how you want to feel, whether it's something to do with your well-being. If you're on an exercise plan, you know, just keep taking baby steps and things will change. Let's look at the book and just see if there's a nice little message, which there usually is, an affirmation for this one. My heart is filled with gratitude and excitement, knowing that wonderful people and situations surround me right now. So yeah, it's really about your dreams are coming true, little kind of glimmers, little doors opening. Keep the faith, keep putting those prayers out there, write your dreams as if they've happened, and believe in yourself because you are magical. And on that note, I will say farewell. Have a lovely rest of the week. Thanks for joining me. See you next week. Take care.